Hello, welcome back to the first resistance. This is the new Google Nexus 7, second generation, 2013. I'm going to be doing a little review here today. First off, same company makes the second one as the first one, ASUS. I've done a great job on this one as well. It comes in two different versions, the 16 gigabyte and the 32. I went for the bigger one. There isn't much of a change in price. The first one was around 199-ish, and they just bumped that up to 229 for the 16 gigabyte and 269 for 32 gigabytes. Okay, so to get into the specs of this, the CPU is incredibly fast, 1.5 gigahertz, Quad-Core Snapdragon S4 Pro processor. The GPU is an Adreno 320 running at 400 megahertz. They doubled the RAM in the new one. Went from 1 gigabyte in the first one to the 2 gigabytes in this guy. Now you can charge it with the USB charger, but if you feel like getting the wireless charging, you can certainly wireless charge this as well. I've already opened it and got out of the box. I'm not going to do that stupid unboxing thing that everyone does. Put a screen protector on it, which is a good idea whenever you have a tablet this expensive. The box contents, though, just if you want to see them, it comes with the warranty information and quick start guides in a couple different languages. Also comes with the USB charger. If you do want to wirelessly charge it, you need to buy one of those on your own. Anyways, the first thing you notice when you take this out of the box is it certainly is a lot narrower than the original. Narrower, lighter as well, and also thinner. Thinner this way as well. The other one came out just a little bit wider. It makes it a little bit easier to hold this way, actually. The other thing you'll notice is the back is less rubbery. It's a little bit more of a smooth finish. And even with the smooth finishes, most finishes like this have a lot of fingerprints. This one, the fingerprints are not even noticeable. Now, if you look up here on the top right, that's where the power button is. The power button, volume controls, up, down, and the microphone right here. They move the microphone from the top down here to the bottom, on the side, and they move the headphone jack from the bottom up to the top up here, which is actually useful. You can sit down and it's a lot more maneuverable, doesn't get in the way. Okay, so if you look at the front, you got the 1.2 megapixel camera up here, which does good for video conferencing, stuff like that. It does the job. As well as the ambient light sensor right above that. It's hard to see. I have a really large aperture right now, so it might be kind of fuzzy up there. I'm trying to keep it in this range so you can see that better. And down here there's a notification light that will beep when you get notifications, just like most Nexus devices. Okay, the big kicker here though is the screen. The screen is full 1080p, 1920 by 1200, 320 pixels per inch, which is actually at this moment the highest pixel density tablet on the market. If you compare this to the Retina display on the iPad, for instance, if you compare this to the iPad, like the iPad Retina, it's 264 pixels per inch, or the iPad Mini, which only has about 170 pixels per inch, and this has 320. So that is a huge improvement over both of those systems. The iPad Mini being this one's main competitor, which is about almost twice as many pixels. I'm going to try to give you a little bit of a view here without the glare, so you can see the screen here. The words are nice and crisp and sharp, no pixelation there. Any blurriness you do see is because my camera is set at the large aperture, because the light in this room is horrible. Auto flips to the right, or portrait to landscape, and there you go. All right, guys, I'm gonna flip it this way so you can see a bit better what I'm about to do. If you drag the right side of the screen down, you can get right to your accounts, brightness menu right there, which is nice. Settings, Wi-Fi, auto rotate. You can set that to rotate or auto rotator stay where it is. Battery percentage, airplane mode, Bluetooth on or off. Let's just click here in the settings. You can see if you go to the very bottom where it says About Tablet, that it's running Android version 4.3. Anyways, let's exit back out of here. On the left side, you can click there, and if you had notifications, the notifications would be up here and down, in this list. You can, nice little accurate thing there. Another feature I like about this is you can actually click and hold the home button, drag up to this Google icon, and that's going to bring up this app right here. And you can click there on this little microphone and just open YouTube app. And it's just going to pull YouTube right there. Sorry about the glare, guys. Apologize. And it's going to open YouTube right up there for me without having to push any buttons. You can also use that app to do anything else, like search for funny cats. Boom, there's funny cats. On Google, YouTube, whatever. Useful tool. The Nexus 7 does come with an app folder here. I got rid of it because I had to customize my thing a little bit better. But it comes with all like the 10 apps that Google puts on here for you, which is really nice. My favorite thing about the display, though, about the Nexus 7 is the display. It is the #1 display on the market right now. Like I was showing you earlier, this page, the glare is so bad, I'm so sorry. But the ease of reading in this thing is perfect, no pixelation, it's so easy to read out of this thing. I'm not sure if I covered the speakers or not yet, but if you got the speakers in this thing are excellent. You have speakers down here on the left side and as well on the right side. If you hold it like this and don't cover up, don't hold it like that, but if you let your hands just sit there like this when you're watching something, I find it actually amplifies the sound. They're perfect placement. I like them. Or you can just hold it like this, whatever, music, whatever you're doing. The other thing about the speakers is they do simulate surround sound. I'm not sure how that technology works, but even though they're just two speakers, it simulates surround sound. The other thing that they have added in the Nexus 7 is restricted users, which is pretty cool. You can kind of come up here into the settings, and if you hit the user button, you can actually add another user, and you can add a restricted user. You have to set a lock for that, so just do something simple right now. Okay, now you don't sneak into my device, guys. Okay, so what that means is you can set, let's give them access to Amazon, well, maybe not Amazon. Let's give them the calculator, the camera, maybe the calendar. Whatever you want to do, you can set all the app permissions. I guess you don't get the calendar. They don't let you use the calendar or Gmail, but you can give them to settings to most of these other things. It's these card trick app, whatever. Let's go back and set the profile up. Okay. Now what that's going to do is whoever's profile this is, maybe it's your kid's profile, they're going to have access to those apps that you gave them. So they're going to have the calculator, camera, card tricks. The Play Store is blocked, which is useful because, you've heard stories about kids spending hundreds of dollars on Play Store items, and that's going to block that. Anyways, to get back to your original profile, you're just going to go back to the start screen here. Click over to your profile. Punch in, I think it was this way. Punch in your screen there, and you're good to go. Okay. When I was looking over this, the only negative things that I really found were the home button and the back button and the recent app button right there are located on the screen. As you see, you can turn it, and that's going to switch over to the bottom. It's good and it's bad. It's good because the home button and those menu buttons follow you if you're in landscape mode or if you're in normal mode. They follow you around, so you don't have to keep pushing to the bottom to get to them. On the other hand, it does take a little bit of room on the the screen, which isn't a huge issue. It's not a deal breaker. I actually don't mind it at all, but if I had to find a negative, that's the only negative. So just to recap, it is the best 7-inch tablet. The specs are so fast. The display is the #1 one in the market. Best processor. It is the perfect size. And the upgrades from the original. The original is still one of the best on the market. They just took that one and just pumped it up. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed. I will be doing a camera review. And please subscribe. Click here.